See if this works.
Live now.
It's like we have intro music.
I feel like a wrestler.
It's like it's walking music.
That is walking music.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, and it's wicked because I'm still hearing it.
So the system works.
Yeah. Oh wait, now I'm hearing us talking.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna get awkward soon. Nice. How's everybody doing? Doing some tracking today here in Toronto. I'm just realizing how small Dane looks sitting back here.
This is baby was put in the corner.
You know how Canadian are if you know what this means. I'm crushing your head.
Wait, let's see if I can.
This is really weird.
I could just tickle you.
Yeah, my head just looks giant. Like,
yeah, I'll come a little closer.
I was gonna try to do this. Pass Dane a guitar pick. There you go.
I can get
oh,
it.
this is
right.
Yeah. This is what happens. So that was when you go off script.
I could pass you a microphone.
It's a tiny microphone.
That's a really tiny microphone.
Microphone for ants.
That's a mic.
So how's everybody doing here?
Oh wow, I fell off my duty already.
Dane's like, I'm going to be able to stream on my phone.
So
You can actually read the messages.
Technology is working for. I'm going to come a
You're
little
gonna move
closer.
closer.
There we go.
You should do that.
There. Hello.
Technology
Technology is working here for us. Squish. Sorry, squirrel. Yeah, well, now I'm forgetting what I was talking about. But yes,
awesome.
Reading the messages. So I'm gonna read the messages on my phone. So I'm not sitting here like, scrolling through,
checking the weather over here.
Weather reports and traffic and such.
I'll tell you the weather lately. It's hot.
It is really hot.
It is hot.
It was better today than it was yesterday.
It is definitely better today.
Yeah.
Than it was yesterday.
We got a little sweaty in here though.
I had to say, recording here. After my first year here, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna not make records between May and September, because it can get. Basements are usually pretty good, but when it gets hot, like because the front of the house faces the sun is mainly hot, made of hot things. So when the front of the house gets heated up, and then my workspace gets heated up, when it gets warm in here. And then you can't leave the doors open when you're trying to track vocals, or else you get all the sound of.
That's just unprofessional.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it gets the record submitted for Grammys. They're gonna.
What'd you say? Sorry, I heard it from the other room.
They're gonna that's right. It's like ventriloquist. You can throw your voice.
They actually, when they do the Grammy nominations and stuff, they make you send them a picture of your studio space, and they have to judge you.
One of the boxes you have to tick off is like, did you leave the door open when you were recording your vocals? And it's an honor system, and if you don't do that, they'll just know. They'll
know you have no honor.
They'll know if you didn't tell the truth.
They take away your samurai sword.
Like if any members of your band have been nominated for Junos in the past,
they'll take you right off.
They might, and then move you into Rock Group of the Year, which when you should have been in Breakthrough Group of the Year. Now you don't really have a chance because you're up against A-lister Canadian bands.
Okay, Mike Jones.
That's just my opinion.
Mike Jones has some words of wisdom for us.
What is Mike Jones saying?
Mike Jones says, "Tour Europe in the summers, winter in L.A."
All right.
Well, you picked the most expensive things in music to go and do.
Isn't it winter in Australia? Isn't it? It's like the other side of the world. Where you want to go?
I think it is the other side.
The other hemisphere.
But do you see what happens in Australia? You know how many things can kill you in Australia?
That's true. That's like a website.
I feel like
kill you in Australia.
I feel like I could not be me. I could not be Dane in Australia.
Even when you get off the plane in Australia, the flag is like it's around. It gets wrapped up in your ankles and takes you down. And then the flag carts you off to some kangaroos, and then they sell you off. It's
Cincinnati,
it's
Ohio.
Pretty bad.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Bogarts in Cincinnati.
We definitely need to go.
It's been on the list now for like 2.5 years. You do realize that
we drove through Cincinnati.
We did go through there once.
Yeah.
There's stories attached to that.
There was some funny stories, and those will remain unsaid until we write a book. I don't know who's going to proofread that book. I feel bad for them.
We can actually brush over that story. One of us got out to take a leak, and the property manager did not take kindly to that. The property manager was wearing was it like a purple velvet suit, and he had like a purple car?
He pulled up in a purple car
owner.
and a purple. It looked like crushed velvet or something like that.
It was looking good.
He was froggy fresh. He was definitely.
I will say
he was styling, profiling.
You know, I'll speak for him. He was dressed better than me. Dane, was he dressed better than me?
I was wearing piss pants.
Okay.
So, yeah. I had pants that have holes in them so that I can pee easily in the van.
It does make it easy. I haven't peed in the van yet. I haven't peed around the road yet.
You haven't popped your van pee?
No, I haven't done that. No, I just.
There's always time for something.
Yeah, my trick is just to stay dehydrated the entire time.
You know what? That is impossible when they have dollar drinks that are like that big at McDonald's.
That is the thing. So there was the property manager, pimp guy, and then we went to McDonald's after. We were just trying to figure out what was going. Oh, sorry. Before that too, because there was a radio station there, and we got there, and it was like a big compound, like a proper office building, and we're like, okay, how do we get in there? And so Brandon and Dane waited at the van, and Reed and I I'm like, let's just walk at it like on Star Trek, just walk at the door, it'll open. And we went through like a series of events of like going past the security at front desk. I'm like, just keep walking, we look like we're supposed to be here. And then we got to the elevator, and you needed like a card to get in the elevator, and some other people got in, and like, oh, what floor are you going to? And you're like, 7. So we got up there. And then we got to the actual doors of the radio station, and someone held it for us and was like, "Hey, you guys here to see?" And we're like, "We're here to see Steve." And then Steve came out. And he was just like, "Who are you and what are you doing here?" I'm like, "System works. Just
how did you get here?"
Yeah, because there was some levels to get through to. So there was that. Then there was the PP property management, and then we went to McDonald's after, and this woman in a car started chirping Reed and I like we were a couple.
Oh, that's right. They told you to make sure you went to the right
bathrooms, and we're just like, and again, we're still got our rock stuff on a little bit, but I just kind of smiled. I was like, okay,
you guys make you would make a cute couple.
Oh, thank you.
I like to say that means that you looked well put together and stylish.
We belong, yeah. So it was one of the that was I think that was the 3 things that came away from going to Cincinnati that one time.
I still remember that guy running back to his car like he was grabbing something that would either be bludgeoning us, stabbing us, or shooting us. And my favorite part was we checked the GPS before we left.
Well, yeah, we need to know where we're going.
It wasn't like, let's just get out of here and figure it out later.
Check the GPS.
We checked the GPS like true gentlemen.
No, that was all in the span of 45 minutes, maybe even less than that.
It was that all
quick.
Happened so quickly that we all kind of were just like, wow.
That's that's our
we need to do something to atone because I don't think Cincinnati likes us.
Yeah, well, again, it just hasn't worked out on the tour schedules yet. What I was getting at is that we are pitched for a couple tours right now, so we're just waiting to hear back. Sometimes it takes a minute, which is a little frustrating when you're a Canadian band because you need paperwork, but we are working on that.
Dawn said that she could see me taking on a kangaroo. I feel like that is a way huge boat of confidence.
You realize if you lose to the kangaroo, it's going to take your hat and hop away with it. Because it's that kind of animal.
You know what, though? That's the game we play. Its
little arms would go over and take your hat.
I feel like he'd put it on. Or put it on his little roo.
Or put it on his kangaroo friend.
The one thing I didn't understand, do they actually call baby kangaroos roo?
Joeys.
Oh, they're joeys. They're
yeah.
joeys. Okay, but the one in Winnie the Pooh was named Roo.
Yeah, and so is the unlockable character in Streets of Rage 3.
Unlockable completely?
Sega Genesis.
You think you could do it?
Well, you can definitely do it because you just get the codes off the internet. Yeah, before you needed the manual, the power guide. Maybe.
I gotta be completely honest. I'm that guy. Like, I go and Google how to find, like, the guns and all that stuff in, like, every game I play.
That's how you know we're over 30, because they're just like, get to the business.
No, the other thing is, I've asked my nephew before. There's been
Google
times
it.
where I've been sitting there, and my nephew, I'm just like, can you just get me to this point so that I can play the game and have fun? Uncle Dane. And he's like 6.
Get
Well,
online.
he's not 6 now, but he was
stuck
like 6 when I asked him. Well, at that time, I think internet took a lot longer.
Yeah, you had to go through all the weird internet noises to get anything. Yeah, so you, like, we all of us that had internet in the 90s know that noise.
Diesel's on! Miss you, buddy. Or maybe he's already signed off, because I think my phone's about an hour and a half behind.
We're good. Jones is saying always act like you own the place. Kim Bolton just saw Quiet Riot. Inside the show, 104. Yeah, that's hot.
104.
104 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that is hot. Mike Jones is saying again, always have a knife. Yes, definitely always have a knife. Of course. I was gonna say with the P property manager guy, maybe he was going back to the car to get a shovel to shovel like the pea dirt at us at the van. Because that's tough. Because if you do that without even blinking, it's like, wait a second.
No, but you know what?
He's shoveling pea dirt.
But then he should have done it like baseball, like umpire style, like.
Oh, kick it at the van?
Yeah, kick it.
I don't know, because he probably had nice shoes on too.
I bet they were purple. I didn't check.
Yeah, he had a lot of purple stuff.
I feel like he would be singing that song like, purple, wearing what?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Rah, rah, rusty tin. Wasn't that
okay, apparently, Caselin's saying the mama was Kanga and the baby was Roo in Winnie the Pooh.
That's what I said.
I didn't hear you say that. I just read it. But I heard the Roo part. I didn't hear the Kanga part.
But I think our writings are like a half an hour behind.
Okay, that's.
I know I went from an hour and a half to a half hour, but.
I was just about to say they're all pretty, unoriginal names.
Well, yeah, Piglet.
Yeah.
Eeyore was pretty original.
Well, yeah, but like.
But I think that they were kind of trying to phonetically spell Eeyore. Eeyore.
They probably could have.
But they should have called him Hee Haw. Like, I feel like
that would have been good too.
But they would have had copyright infringements with that kid's TV show.
You heard it here. If time travel is ever a thing, we'll go back and change the names of that, making this conversation right now irrelevant and doesn't make any sense. So we'll go back.
So does that mean time travel doesn't exist?
No.
Or does that mean we just don't hold up to our promises?
I was watching a thing, and they're talking about the contract on Big Bang Theory, the contract between, was it Sheldon and Leonard? For Leonard to move into Sheldon's apartment, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
And one of the clauses in the contract was that if either of them discover time travel, they must appear in the next 5 seconds.
And then there's a.
And I guess they're just sitting there just waiting. So, I haven't actually seen this. It was on YouTube. So.
But you know what? That does speak to the human possibilities or lack of commitment in the future. Like
they don't go back.
Maybe future us just doesn't care.
Doesn't care to go back.
It's like, yeah, we have time travel, but I want to go back and like rob a bank
in
a time
stuff.
that they don't have cameras. Wow. And then bring that old gold. Hashtag old gold. Bring that old gold back to the future, and maybe gold is worth a whole bunch more. Maybe people eat gold in the future. Like Soylent Green.
Not to go completely off the rails with talking about music versus we've already off the rails. We're like down the hill.
Just keep rolling, Mike.
Because they always talk about with time travel. They always talk about like if you could bring like one thing back that would like screw up the timeline. What if you flip that around? What if there's something you could take from the past and bring it into the future, thus just basically destroying the timeline? You know what I mean?
Something from the past into the. But isn't that what they normally? Oh, you mean like if you bring something from the future into the past, then you wreck things?
Yeah, but... like I'm sure they'd find a solution for this. But like the first person to like invent the wheel, if you went and took it and like threw it into the ocean.
Okay,
like,
so going
not having this.
So going back into the past
and took something
and taking something, or someone that created something.
Yeah, just like. But then again, I'd probably do anything to mess up the timeline. But
I'd love to know if you took like like who's like Alexander Graham Bell or Tesla or something like that. Somebody that invented like a whole bunch of stuff and just fed them a bunch of drugs when they were really young. and it's like just screwed their brain up. Instead of going to class, they were like, "Yay, you know what, Chancellor? I'm just."
But I mean,
like
like items, like things you could take from the past.
But then they would have still just made them again.
But I'm trying to think of like something that like you couldn't just make another one, sort of thing. Like something that was important. You just.
But that's why I'm saying the person, because if the person was still in the past, then the person would just make it again.
This is already a movie, though.
I don't like seeing
Bill and Ted's. Because they took all the people from the past and brought them in the future for their school project.
Yeah, but they brought them back.
Spoiler if you haven't seen that, by the way. They're making a third one. Pretty excited about it.
I'm very excited. I feel like the kid me, and have you watched the old ones? Have you guys, anybody on here? Wow, I gotta flip this the right way around. Has anybody else on here went and rewatched the old Bill and Ted's?
Trivia question: what's the band that plays before Wild Stallions?
I don't know.
I'm gonna see if anyone knows that one.
That's a good one.
Because I'm a big fan of these guys.
Marianne, hey. Wait, I went to say hey on my phone.
Jim is asking, when's it coming? It's still looking like either October or February. And there's technical reasons why one would be October and the other one would be February. But we're moving along nicely on it. Dane was complimenting me on my focus today.
Yeah. I have to say, like,
I get sidetracked, believe it or not.
We talk a lot. We get into conversations and like 3 hours later we're like, oh yeah, shoot.
Still talking about time travel.
We gotta stop talking. Maybe we can go back in time and erase the 3 hours that we just spent. But I have to say, I would rather waste time talking in the studio and enjoy my day than be taskmastered.
Sometimes recording's not fun when you're just like.
There's things that are tougher when you're like motoring through, or when it's easy when you kind of enjoy what you're playing.
Yeah.
When you believe in it. Steve is on. Hey. Austin. A full-length CD. Yes.
Yeah, doing a full album.
Yes.
As much as I tell bands to just put out EPs, I'm breaking the rule again. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yes.
Like, why make another record again? You tell these bands to make EPs.
I got a squirrel.
You should just make EPs. It's fine.
It definitely...
Also, it's because we've got the material. That's the difference as well.
Yes.
Like, when we started pulling some of the tune ideas and stuff, it just kind of made sense.
Hey, Beth from Chicago. Lauren from Orlando. Brenda. I am forgetting where you are exactly from.
What does it say?
I saw the first one sometime this year. Oh, really? For the first time? You only saw the first Bill and Ted. I guess you know what though? It was kind of like an 80s baby type movie.
It definitely was.
Like I don't think my parents ever watched it.
It was still a very, very popular movie though.
It was a popular movie. Well, they both were. The second, I have to say, and this is probably going to be looked at as just like, what's that word? I don't know, something terrible. But I liked the second one better.
Is that the one with the little, like, alien Buckeyes?
Yeah.
That's the only way I can describe it.
And like, they go to hell.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And what's his name plays the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper, yeah. Okay, I remember that one.
And Robot Bill and Ted. My favorite part was the fact that I was young, and I still was like, okay, so we're supposed to believe that no one sees that those are robots. Like, they look, well, like robots.
They look like robots. How I think robots are going to look. That's robots.
And honestly, the end scene where the princesses and the little alien guys are, and I say little, they were big.
I thought they were not that tall.
They were definitely not like Ewok size.
I gotta check this.
I'll check the.
There was a
Just
question.
pad the album with covers.
It's not that kind of record.
This is much us kind of discovering what Tense Machine is, which has been really I will say cool. We were working on one tune today, Mike and I. And
when they joined, they're called stations. When they joined up,
station,
and then when they joined up, they got really big.
Okay,
so
I do
thing.
kind of remember that vaguely.
So we were both right.
Yes, but I saw like a piece of the first one. I was kind of like just watching through it, but I haven't. I want to do like a marathon right before it comes out.
I'm pretty excited.
That'd be a short marathon. It's only 2 movies. On
the topic of other remakes I want to see, because like most of these like remake things I haven't been too much into.
Child's Play?
No.
Oh.
Encino Man.
What?
Let's get Pauly Shore back out.
Oh, I thought you got me excited.
No, it's not going to happen, but I think if we can get that stuff happening.
The Weasel. But you know what, though? I'd want him to play it.
I'm sure he's a fan.
He probably...
Okay, if you haven't seen it, so he did an episode with Joe Rogan. He's talking about that, and I think it was what was the movie, Jury Duty?
I just watched that.
He was saying he felt like that was the wrong pick for him to do, and it's like
it was still funny though.
For the type of comedy that he was doing, it's like you're gonna probably pick some that maybe they're not good movies, but they're just not gonna do that well, and just keep making movies.
I will say I don't think the one that I watched the most recent was Son-in-Law. That was the one with she plays in Batman. In one of the friggity
I have not seen.
Anyways, Son-in-Law he played like a college crazy person from LA and like hippity hap, and he went back to the sticks to anyways, I'm trying to talk about Pauly Shore. I like him. And I think that he probably is not working. Yeah, some hair extensions, and I think he would be right playing his young self.
I'm a big Adam Sandler fan, and it's like if you want to make movies, you just got to keep doing it. He's in a day and age where if you want to create things, you can probably find an outlet for it. If you want to make music, just record stuff and put it online. If you want to make movies, just find enough people and enough friends. Yeah. From the old SNL cast to just make some movies.
Juan, have you ever seen Man Overboard that he did before Happy Gilmore?
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh, it's really bad. I'm sorry, Adam Sandler, if you ever watch this live stream and you're upset with me.
I want to say Stacy got it right. Says Mike, by the way, it's Primus that played before Wild Sound. It is Primus. And I'm fairly certain they're playing Jerry the Race Car Driver. Fairly certain.
Okay, wait.
I'm not even going to guess another potential song that it is because I'm just going to say that it's probably Jerry the Race Car Driver.
Okay, I've got one more trivia. Like music, movie trivia.
If it's not that, it's Tommy the Cat.
Who was the band that played before on Ace Ventura: Pet Detective? When he goes into the heavy metal club, who was the band that was on stage?
The heavy metal club?
Yeah.
I want to say Gore or something. I know in basketball it was Real Big Fish.
Cannibal Corpse. It was Cannibal Corpse in I think maybe Test Me. Fuck. Frick. If it was if there's any children watching this, I think it was Cannibal Corpse. Because he goes out and starts headbanging when he's walking through.
I could imagine that. Was Ace Ventura band?
Gore was in. I know the one you're talking about though. Gore was in.
It's Cannibal Corpse, and they're playing Hammer Smash Face, which is one of their more well-known tunes.
Yes.
One of their snappier numbers.
Oh man, what movie was Gore in? I watched it. I think not that unrecently. Oh, that's gonna drive me insane.
Catherine's asking, I missed something. How'd you get your band name? How'd you come up with Tense Machine? Dude?
Mike, actually, you were the one that coined it. Because we were sitting there, we had a bunch of short list stuff. Like, we had a bunch that we were thinking of. And I think it was you and I were sitting around, and Mike mentioned a couple different names that I hadn't heard. And he said, Tense Machine. And automatically I was like, yeah.
You felt something.
I felt a tingle
That's
in my
why
dingle.
you gotta, wow. That's why you gotta, when you're trying to think of names for something, it's good to just spitball ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Just like with songs and stuff too. If you can't shoot down or shut down ideas, there are some bad ideas. But if you just keep spitballing ideas, it may put someone on a track to be like, but what about this?
I feel like I have a lot of bad ideas a day, but it's a numbers game.
Yeah, it's.
I will say
it's
the coolest
tricky.
thing about Tense Machine is the fact that I think the name means something a little bit different for all three of us, because when you said it, automatically I had ideas of what that meant to me.
Yeah.
But when I told you guys, like, this is kind of what it means to me,
Yeah.
both of you were like, wow, I didn't think of it that way.
Start chatting about
and
it a
then,
little bit.
And then Mike had his kind of initial ideas of what it meant. And,
Pretty much time travel.
And yeah, we went back in time, and then we all came up with a really good story of what it means, and we agreed to say that was it.
It was quick though.
Yeah. Well, we had to be because we had
we
the
were trying
music
to, we're trying to
before we had the name.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's hard to put names on projects.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were submitting for the.
Gotta say, I have 2 different T-shirt names. Need another one with your new name. Again, this is like Test Machine's a different project than Dead Set.
Oh,
That's
for
it.
sure.
Yeah, that's solid. But it's funny, like when we got through the copyright or trademark infringement with the original out of the gate name for Dead Set. Like, that was us driving around in the van trying to think of, like, just, you know, I'm being Brendan right now.
Yeah.
Brendan driving, we're listening to Nine Inch Nails, and just, like, trying to think of, like, a new name while the band's charting and you're on tour.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even ashamed to say it. I started looking through, like, iconic bands that I really like. I started looking through their song titles.
That's a good idea.
And
though.
I was scrolling through their song titles because like Electric Ladyland or something like that. I guess that's an album title. I guess it is a song title as well. Anyways, it's like that's a cool band name. Or well, now I'm kind of blanking on other good ones.
No, but that's actually
way, yeah.
like for bands out there, like skimming through some song titles, you can find some pretty cool inspiration. Yeah. You know another movie that could be a remake? Randy Graham out here is saying Empire Records. They could do a new version.
Oh,
they could just remake that movie with some
just
fresher faces.
New young crazy kids.
Yeah.
That was a great. Oh, what was the song?
Stacy was saying Gore was in Empire Records. Is that true? Do you know this? Can you verify this?
I'm sure that they played
Officials?
Gore and Empire. Oh, you know what? Was it in like a dream sequence? Because I do remember it being kind of like a weird dream sequence, and I think it was when what's his name ate the space cake.
Google's saying it.
Yeah. Nice. That is what I'm thinking of. Nicely done.
Stacey, you should just do like trivia. You know all this.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. That is a hard one. Have you ever gone to the, like, well, you do the HQ thing.
Yeah, I did HQ for a bit.
You stopped?
Yeah. I've won twice. I think I have like $1.09 or something like that.
It was exciting for a little while there. I remember nights when we were here and it was like you, me, and Jess and Colin all sitting around with our phones on. And all, like, it's like, no, so only one person can have their thing going. Because it goes at different times, kind of like my phone at different times right now. But either way, good fun.
Yeah, I have 74 cents on both of my phones. So hopefully you can see.
That's a Well, it's almost a donut.
Oh, jackpot tonight's $230,000. We should probably get on that.
There's been a lot of those.
There's
a lot of those
probably
jackpots.
trying to make that happen.
For me, they're jack knots.
Be good to have some grocery money.
You could get a peach with that, 77 cents.
Oh, the people's time here. Anyway, any questions? We should probably get back to work here soon.
Yes,
More
indeed.
questions. Talked about time travel. We talked about Pauly Shore.
Yeah, we've covered a lot.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot tonight.
Talked about bands and movies.
It's good that we're remembering this.
One last question. Also realized today, Cindy's saying, how are you guys? It doesn't count. We're doing good. One more question. It's an easy question. I can answer that on behalf of both of us. Also realized today, I was chatting with a friend, and his question mark button stopped working on his keyboard. So everything's a statement if you don't have a question mark. So if you want to increase your confidence in your written,
I like this.
Written language, written word, just take it right out of the keyboard.
Gone.
No time for that.
Gone.
Jim is saying, have you received the package yet? Not yet. I will let you know.
Yeah, I have to say.
It only took 4 months for the package to get sent to you. So.
It's a really hard thing if
Thought
you
it was
lose
gone.
like your H.
Yep.
That would.
Yeah.
I
Hell of a problem with that.
I had an L of a problem.
Yeah. Stacy's asking for two colors.
2 colors.
I'm gonna go classic. I'm gonna go black and yellow.
I'm gonna go red and blue.
All right. That's that.
I want to stick with my original colors. I like my original colors.
All right, we should get back to work. Again.
Thank you
we're
guys so
working on
much.
New record, a test machine record. Because it's not really a new one, because it's like it would be the only one.
Yeah. It's
So we're working on the old record effort.
the one.
And yeah, we're pitching for a couple tours for the fall. So just send the good vibes out into the universe. So hopefully we can hear back sooner or later, so our visas don't cost a fortune to get them in time. Thanks again for watching. See you guys later. Oh, it's got the pre-roll in there. I was trying to do
that
the
was
intro.
almost so good though.
All right, see you later.